Make sure to see the games that built up to this series, on the Salt Mine channel.
LionBlaze already qualified. Nobody expects him to go and, focus up and clap AyyJayy. Now he can just relax and have some fun. He's just gonna, be playing even better, I feel, because the pressure is completely off him now.
That's fair, yeah. For me, it would be funny. Not that I would wish that upon AyyJayy. I love AyyJayy. But it would be, I'm here for Salt. That's kind of like, it's the theme. And so I'm trying to figure out the situations where the maximum Salt is mined out.
Indeed. There could be Salt from Twitch chat as well, because like I said, guys, my internet has been a bit laggy during the previous break. During that countdown, I noticed my internet was lagging. So if you do get any kind of frame drops or screen freeze on this, just refresh your stream, and if I've been informed correctly by my Twitch dashboard, you should not get a pre-roll ad when you come back, so you should be okay on that front. That's why we ran ads manually there, just to try and give you guys a bit of a shield from that. For the next hour, which should be plenty of time to finish off this best of 5. Already looking pretty good for LionBlaze. He's got AyyJayy's offense on lock, which has been something that other players have really struggled with in game ones that they've played against him today.
And for LionBlaze, he'll easily have this back. He's been really good at managing his challenges, especially on offense. He doesn't get that nice backflip flick. Not high enough though. But he's been doing a good job managing his risks on offense and pulling off when he doesn't need to push the issue. He doesn't get that offensive pressure sickness and just challenging everything because he's been winning for a while. But nice progression from AyyJayy.
Oh man. LionBlaze's defense though is so impressive. He definitely got to be, for me, one of the best defensive players in the world of 1v1. And he's gonna, I think, open the scoring in reverse. AyyJayy fails to clear, and that gives LionBlaze the lead in a series where AyyJayy really needs to win a lot more than he does.
And AyyJayy, he went up onto the back wall for a second. I'm not sure if he stays on the ground there, he actually can launch up and actually make a touch on that ball. But being on the back wall, maybe thought LionBlaze was going to go higher with it. As soon as he gets up there, off the kickoff, the black hole sucks away all the evidence.
Yeah, absolutely smashed that one. What a shot by AyyJayy. Just launching it on target. This has been a consistent theme of his plays today as well. Just every single shot is a boomer. Every single flick is a laser. He's been popping off. He's not been doing too well defensively. If you look at the score lines of AyyJayy's games on the day, most of them have 10 goals for him and 10 goals for his opponent going into overtime, which is brilliant from a defensive standpoint, but not the best if you're trying to stop your opponent from scoring. This is a decent chance for LionBlaze. Doesn't get the dunk though. AyyJayy is able to save that as well.
Good chance for AyyJayy to move quick. Went for the air dribble bump too, or just really the mid-air bump. There was no dribble involved, and then he got caught rolling around the corner. LionBlaze had an easy lane downfield. As soon as AyyJayy turns, he lost the boost and lost the goal. Yeah,
he wanted to demo LionBlaze maybe, but this has been a consistent theme of AyyJayy's goals that he's conceding today. He does, he's so desperate to be playing offense. He's so desperate to be the dominant player, because when he's got into that kind of theme today, when he manages to get rolling, he just scores again and again and again. But maybe the desperation and the urge to be on the attack is causing him to take unnecessary risks.
Oh, he just launched too far under the ball. He had too much lateral momentum, couldn't get the height to get back to the ball. It was a pretty good placement from LionBlaze. The best that AyyJayy gets there is he plays that out to the corner. LionBlaze probably steals the boost away. And that's what LionBlaze has been doing well all day. Okay, do it again.
It looked like LionBlaze might have this, but his boost just ran out. Now, was there a way for him to get up to that? I think there probably was. He did lean forward. Now, of course, LionBlaze doesn't want to hit that ball too hard. In fact, the more of a glancing blow he gets on it, the better, because it gives it a chance to hit him on the way back from the backboard as well and go really far away. So, in trying to get a very slight touch, he ends up missing entirely. It does happen. Now AyyJay's going to try and air dribble him. Nice save, though, by LionBlaze. Great read, as the air dribble bumps, dunks, and rebounds tend to be the first thing that a player will go for in a series, not just a standard air dribble. LionBlaze clearly been paying attention to AyyJay's games. This is going to be a decent rebound, and AyyJay lands well somehow. I didn't expect that to result in a goal after he just crashed into the backboard, but that's exactly what's happened.
I was kind of expecting a quicker goal almost, because LionBlaze just gave it up with no boost. He tried to get a harder flick to give himself some time to get back, but he only got one boost pad before he had to jump and try to make that play, and then he didn't have anything to recover for it.
Yeah, look at this as well from LionBlaze. Reads the fake kickoff. He's definitely got a better read on what AyyJay is doing than all of AyyJay's previous opponents today. AyyJay still looking threatening, still putting chances on that. I think LionBlaze has got this. Yeah, it's too hard for AyyJay to catch up with. Really well done by LionBlaze. It's similar to the second goal that AyyJay conceded, where he's just playing for demos in the back corner and doesn't get one.
LionBlaze, that's not even the third time I've seen him score from that corner. Like, so many players today, or at least just, I mean, the one game I watched LionBlaze in, I guess, multiple times he was carrying the ball out of that corner, winning that boost battle, and consistently scoring. Like, the corner's so risky, but for some reason, every time after LionBlaze scores, he loses the very next kickoff. This
has actually been happening in all of AyyJay's games as well. There was one match in the previous round against Angel where Angel had a 1-goal lead. I think it was game 2 with about 10 seconds remaining, and then AyyJay scored 2 kickoff goals, and now he leads with 6 seconds to go. So he's been able to bring his best kickoffs out right when it matters most in, you know, 1-goal situations in tie games. LionBlaze actually landing on his nose there, and I can tell you from personal experience that's not something you want to be doing. He's got a good boost advantage here. Yeah, really good steal by LionBlaze in the back corner.
And a nice catch too. Oh, AyyJay missed the corner boost. That'll kill him. It was probably his only chance, but honestly, with power that LionBlaze just had on that flick, probably not.
That is disgusting. LionBlaze absolutely leaving nothing up to chance on that shot. Bar and in with the flick. Now he's just got to avoid the kickoff goal that AyyJay countered with in the last play.
Again? Oh no, LionBlaze tried to play the second hit. Actually give him a chance to get the boost and get this read on defense. AyyJay got the flip reset, but patience from LionBlaze again. That's really what got him here against Sharif. You know, Sharif was so good at playing the ball away from LionBlaze on offense, keeping the ball away, but LionBlaze, it was his patience that always kept Sharif out of his net. And you just see it again. Even, I mean, we saw it a couple of times with AyyJay earlier, like when he had the high air dribble, LionBlaze is straight under him. He picks the right moment almost every time to make the save on defense. It's impressive. Yeah,
LionBlaze, very clean performance so far. That's going to be another goal for him. Or is it AyyJay with a double save? And LionBlaze went for power over placement there. Obviously, if he'd placed it top corner, there would have been no way for AyyJay to save it. But AyyJay did get the save. And now here he comes down the other end of the field. Not a bad flick, but not as good as what LionBlaze brought to us just moments ago. So far, it has been a tale of AyyJay taking risks and being punished for it. And LionBlaze defense just kind of forcing AyyJay to take these risks. He's so good that AyyJay needs to go above and beyond to score. But he will, once again, as he puts it in with 45 seconds left.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty hard for LionBlaze to find the right place to find the save with 13 boost in the tank. He actually picked the right moment. AyyJay got low enough to where he could jump up, try to get a touch on it. It actually looked like he might have got a piece of it too, but the flip reset just makes it so hard to get that height in a low boost situation.
Uh-oh. He's coming at him
got
again.
It again.
Big dunk incoming. LionBlaze gets the stop on it. This is dangerous though. He will not get the boost because AyyJay's beating him to it. Demos him away from the play and should be scoring. Oh my goodness, LionBlaze with another save. AyyJay had an open net to the near post, but he went far post and LionBlaze spawned on the right side.
Unbelievable. He's going to get a shot here too. AyyJay's got the boost though. Easy save for AyyJay. He's got to get downfield. Oh, LionBlaze just stole the ball away. Fight in the corner. No. LionBlaze, he's got to make a save now. AyyJay pulled it away. Oh, there it is. He will.
Yeah, well done there at the end by AyyJay. Or by LionBlaze, sorry, just held on barely. I mean, that spawn was so clutch for him. I think if he spawned on the near side, AyyJay would have had a goal, but because AyyJay committed to that far post shot so early, it was what made it possible for LionBlaze to respawn and get goal side of the ball. You know, if AyyJayy just stuck that ball straight down the middle, it's probably just a goal, and there's nothing LionBlaze can do about it.
Yeah, I think so. And I think AyyJayy, if he takes less risks in those corners, because he got beat twice trying to steal LionBlaze's corner boost, where LionBlaze just tossed it into his net. He just has to manage those chances a little bit better. I think he'll be fine. And
he can make those adaptations. You know, AyyJayy in the past has said that he's not a player who likes playing just at one game. You know, it doesn't consider himself the best in a best of one. But when you play the series, he thinks that he can make the necessary adaptations to figure out his opponent. And one of those adaptations, like you said, is going to be not overcommitting in offense. LionBlaze defensively is, I think, a more solid player than the other two players that AyyJay's beaten so far today in Kinsey and Angel. And if AyyJayy plays as aggressively as he did in Game 1, he will get scored on, as LionBlaze counterattacks are some of the best in the world.
Yeah, I totally agree. And his defense has been nothing short of great again, but it's offense off of 2 clean kickoff wins. Plenty of space against AyyJayy here, and forced AyyJayy up early because he just came after him for the bump. And just forcing up a little bit early is all it took. That extra inch.
LionBlaze just making sure to go around the low boost player. He always should, and AyyJay's missed his kickoff goal. That really should have been on target. LionBlaze playing for that corner boost, but AyyJay's going to beat him to that one as well. LionBlaze is making this awkward. He's not giving AyyJayy any easy collection on this possession. That buys LionBlaze a lot of time to grab the small pads. You can see him snaking left and right there to get them, but AyyJay's going to punish him for not getting out of the way of this play. First goal on the board for the boy in blue.
Yeah, he did pretty much everything right LionBlaze did on defense here. It's just, it came down to his launch. He needed to get straighter up. He ended up going a little bit too far diagonally right into AyyJay's car. But I thought his approach was pretty good. It was just the launch that was the problem. And AyyJayy kills him again on the kickoff.
Yeah, the kickoffs once more. Just perfect timing to tie up the game. You know, we gotta say though, AyyJayy has mixed up his air dribble plays spectacularly today, with the direct air dribble earlier on being quite a prominent feature of his offense, and then the air dribble dunk late in Game 1. Now we see the air dribble bump. You know, mixing this up and keeping LionBlaze guessing, throwing in a flip reset for good measure, just makes it so difficult for LionBlaze to know where to position in defense. That's a really tricky shot by AyyJayy, but LionBlaze is staying so far back. He's trying to give himself as much time to see what AyyJay's doing, because like I said, AyyJayy, one of the hardest players to read in the air.
Doing a pretty decent job right now. Those 2 shots that he was able to thwart. Again, his positioning on defense for AyyJay's carries has been almost perfect every time. Like when you ask for the positioning, he gives you the correct one almost every single time. Even right there. Perfect backflip to get the challenge. It's really tough for AyyJayy. He has to mix it up to find a way in. He's got to keep the ball close.
Wow.
And
that's still so insane though. Look at AyyJayy able to pop it up off a bounce. Very good timing. But LionBlaze defense is just so impressive. He's making this exceptionally difficult for AyyJayy to get a goal. And he's really testing AyyJay's patience. AyyJay's trying to be more careful this game. He doesn't want to commit to that corner, as you can see again, turning away from it. But it doesn't matter if LionBlaze is never going to let him fast.
It's just such a nice cut from LionBlaze too. Like AyyJayy, he cuts in, and as soon as LionBlaze sees it, he already knows it. He just cuts in so hard. Like that is a perfect. It was just perfect.
Yeah, it's a really nice play. And LionBlaze, like I said, testing AyyJay's patience here. How long will AyyJayy be willing to go without scoring? Well, he won't have to go any longer without scoring. He snipes the back post perfectly here. That was really difficult for LionBlaze to see coming.
That's always the danger with AyyJayy and his mechanical ability. Like, he wins that kickoff. If he gets it in the attacking corner, even if you recovered well as the defender, you still have to make a play on defense. Like, he's never going to give it up. He's always going to put it straight on net, force you into tough situations, try to make you panic.
Oh, just tough. Sneaking out a shot, but you could tell the boost was running out there for AyyJayy and he wasn't quite going to reach it. Look at the patience of LionBlaze. So he wants AyyJayy to come into his corner after conceding so many goals last game from being over aggressive in the corner. LionBlaze is going to try and draw him in again. That's not the flick he was looking for, though. I think he's going to be okay because the boost advantage is just so strong at the moment. And in fact, AyyJay's in trouble. LionBlaze walks it in again. And that's just not good enough for AyyJayy. Not enough height on the shot, not enough power on the shot. Ends up being a pass to LionBlaze instead.
LionBlaze's brain is getting bigger with every single goal he scores. He's starting to read AyyJayy more and more, starting to understand what he's trying to do. I think it's an effect of what you mentioned earlier, Johnny, is, you know, he's really forcing AyyJayy to pull out every single trick he's got.
Yeah.
And try to make a play, but LionBlaze has just made his life so difficult. And so you feel the desperation a little bit.
Yeah, LionBlaze, look at the like AyyJay's flipping around and dancing around him, but LionBlaze is just waiting. He's just saying, well, okay, let's see what you can do. Oh, yep, that shot again. You keep hitting at me, and then I take the ball to my corner and score. That's fine. You know, we've seen this before, and we'll see it again. LionBlaze on that transition from his own back corner into AyyJay's net is just so consistent. AyyJayy yet to find an answer for it.
He tried to find a different angle that time. He wasn't racing back to net. He thought he had a little bit more time because the ball was kind of slowed, but then I think he got caught just kind of looking at the ball too long, and LionBlaze was already on top of it by the time he realized it. He picks it back up though. I feel like every single one of his goals this game has been right off the kickoff.
Yeah, these kickoff goals are buying AyyJayy so many chances in this series. He's got to try and find a way to score on LionBlaze when LionBlaze is just sitting in his goal. If I was coaching AyyJayy here through this, and I was to give him one strategy to try more often, it would be to shoot to that near post, because very often when AyyJay's trying to score past LionBlaze, he goes far post. And yes, if it sneaks in like that angle shot that he got, it looks brilliant. But if LionBlaze gets a piece of the ball, the counter-attack is so natural that, well, this is a pretty hard one to stop. Doesn't matter how good of a defender you are. So that one, yeah, will allow, I think, the reset dunk.
Oh man, and if LionBlaze, I don't know if LionBlaze can force that out with how AyyJayy, the entire top of his hood covered the length of the ball. So even if he's a little bit more behind that ball, I still think AyyJayy dunks him, but it doesn't matter. The kickoff is killing AyyJayy this time.
Yes, well, finally, LionBlaze figures out how to get a kickoff goal of his own. He's been the receiving end of a few of them, so you can't feel too bad for AyyJayy in this position. There's still a lot of time left in the game, and I'm waiting to see the next AyyJayy dribble. I want to see if he's going to come in field, trying to stick the ball over the top of LionBlaze's head, or will he continue shooting across like he has been for the majority of the series, kind of walk into LionBlaze's counter-attacking style.
LionBlaze had a nice steal to get the ball away from AyyJayy. Oh, powerful flick!
Wow.
Oh, he straight up challenged AyyJayy to save this ball.
You know, this is the corner that I'm talking about. Where does AyyJayy clear this to? If he gets a touch, it's just straight into the post, and then it's going to be in the box afterwards, even if he does keep it out. It's a much harder angle to get a good clear towards, because you have to stop, jump vertically, lean awkwardly, get a light touch on the ball without own goaling. Unfortunately, AyyJayy couldn't do all that there because there's just no time left. Doesn't have a dodge forever here. And LionBlaze will get that immediate counterattack. It's exactly like I mentioned. AyyJayy shoots to the far post, and LionBlaze is there for it. Great save in the recovery, though, by AyyJayy.
And LionBlaze always waits. The dude, he's so patient in net. I've seen, you see players in this tournament, when you see an attacker get a flip reset, he's always off the ceiling. Their temptation is to jump a little too early, but when they're behind the ball like that and they have a dodge available to them, like AyyJayy does here,
what?
Instead he kept it. Oh, beautiful delay.
How does he land this reset so cleanly? This is beautiful, like you said. In full rotation, he just bounces straight onto the ball and then stays with it afterwards. LionBlaze obviously knew the reset was available, but it's so difficult to read. It's just impossible with the mix-up that AyyJay's had in the aerial plays. You never know when he's going to shoot it.
Oh, I like the slowdown. AyyJayy had bit, but LionBlaze, I'm actually not sure. I want to see that again, because I feel like if LionBlaze would have waited again as AyyJayy jumped off, or maybe AyyJayy would have had. Yeah, I think AyyJayy would have.
This is just a bit too direct by LionBlaze. He just walked right into AyyJay's challenge, which was a really nice challenge. It's an awkward angle to attack the ball from, but AyyJay's managed to bring this one back. Still a tie game. This should actually be fine for AyyJayy. He's, technically lost the kickoff by territory, but he can take it to the back corner, grab the boost, and then it's his possession next up on the play. LionBlaze demos him away from it, though. Really good spot.
He's got a full tank In the corner, AyyJayy bid on the challenge.
That's in.
But the
what?
on his side.
Wow. AyyJayy saved by the buzzer there. As the ball was bouncing on target, I think it would probably have bounced one more time, and that was it. And now it's AyyJayy starting to attack. He's got all the boost. He's got the rebound. He's got the goal. And AyyJayy sends us to a tie series as we go to game 3.
The dude's offense is just ridiculous enough that he deleted all of his defensive training packs because he doesn't need them. He doesn't need them.
That would explain a lot of what we've seen, actually. AyyJayy doesn't practice defense today. Certainly not for this qualifier. He didn't, because every single game he plays is just so high scoring. And it's great to watch for us, but it must be really nerve-wracking for all the AyyJayy fans out there. You know, you can take AyyJayy out of Rogue, but you can't take Rogue out of AyyJayy. He's still just molding his fans all over the world.
It's it's called the upgrade, Johnny. You look good. You look good. You feel good. You feel good. You play good.
It's actually
AyyJayy,
true.
he doesn't need no defense in his life.
He's spiraling upwards.
Yes. Tornado.
Ah, very
Perfect.
good.
Thank you.
I like that. So AyyJayy, what stage of the tornado is he at? He doesn't want to get into the middle of it, because that's where obviously where it's really calm.
Right.
Shouldn't really fit with what he's going for at all. But as long as he stays on the outside of it, he's going to be good.
Yeah, you don't want to get too far up it, because then you just get whipped around. And what was that?
I mean, AyyJayy, talking about getting whipped around, that was pretty close to him getting smashed from behind, but he managed to stay alive somehow. And LionBlaze puts in a phenomenal challenge, dropping some bombs in the goal line again.
Oh, one day AyyJayy won't get sniped from beyond midfield, although that one was at midfield, so we're getting better. Not getting torched from the attacking corner. But he wins this kickoff. Watch him score. Watch him score here. Oh no, he didn't get us off first touch. It doesn't matter. I didn't believe in him.
Oh man, I really wanted that to go in, because that was just an insane setup from AyyJayy.
Right?
Such a shame that it missed.
Oh man, and he's got the space to time again. What do you do? What do you do when every single time you have to play defense, you have to do that? You have to watch this.
It's just because he doesn't know what's coming. Is it a late flip reset? Is it a bump? Is it an air dribble dunk? Oh no, it's just a top corner air dribble. But by the time you know that, it's already in the top corner. So what's the point in knowing? LionBlaze is going to take the lead again off the center circle reset. But AyyJay's mechanics, man, this guy is something special.
But that's kind of why, after we saw the new flick, or the new meta flick that Jayzer had put out, like, I just feel like there are so many tools that you have on offense, and there's so many things you can do to mask what you're trying to do with the ball, that anybody, especially in 1v1, who can play consistent defense is infinitely more impressive to me. Because, like you had just said, AyyJayy does such a good job of masking what he's going to do with the ball, and LionBlaze doesn't know, because AyyJayy could do anything.
Wow.
But LionBlaze, that's a great carry.
I mean, we're seeing a couple people complaining in chat today, and always there will be, when somebody scores the same type of goal twice in a row, one-trick pony starts getting called out. I saw a brilliant one just moments ago, somebody saying about AyyJayy, all he does is go in the air. Wow. Imagine being a one-trick pony, all you do is go in the air. That's the most hilarious, salty comment I've seen all day.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna use that one in my next rank game.
Full assault today across a bunch of stream.
If somebody scores a couple of aerials, you just hit them with wow, bro. All you do is go in the air, one-trick pony, noob. Learn how to dribble,
really
idiot.
Mad at Tariq for constantly demoing LionBlaze. He got 2 demo goals in a row, and he's like, "Wow, demo skill."
You'll have to see it. I mean, that's the salt that you've been waiting for, Jarby. You want to see it? Well, just take a glance at Twitch chat every day, and you'll get plenty of it. Whenever the players aren't preventing it, the Twitch chat certainly will. Look how much boost stages get left over. This is what makes these plays crazy. I think he just missed his reset there, though, and he's missed a demo as well. With the recurring theme, try and demo LionBlaze in the back corner. It's probably not going to work. LionBlaze hide by 3.
Has it worked one time yet?
Well, I mean, this time I don't think it was plan A for AyyJayy, but he... No, I don't remember any of the times that he's actually demoed LionBlaze in the back corner, to be fair.
Yeah. Well, either way. I mean, this is starting to get out of hand.
Don't worry, AyyJayy can still
block.
score 10 goals from this position. I've seen it.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Oh yeah, someone came in my chat
wow.
during his one game during Kinsey. He's like, "Yeah, AyyJayy scored 10 goals in a minute." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, okay, that's cool."
Yeah, he made Kinsey want to leave at 6-1 in Game 5 because he scored so many goals quickly in that game. Kinsey wanted to leave, didn't know he could. You know, we're not punishing early forfeits in this tournament. If we did, then we'd really be losing out on a lot of salty content. So Kinsey wasn't aware that he could leave, otherwise he would at 6-1. Kind of shows you just how helpless he felt going up against an AyyJayy who's in his stride. You know, after a 14-4 Game 1, I don't blame him for predicting the future in that Game 5.
Not at all. It's looking good for AyyJayy now, though. Just got to keep starving out LionBlaze. He's got the boost. LionBlaze already on the ropes there. Nice challenge, though.
Insane. It's a perfect touch by LionBlaze, getting up and taking the ball away from AyyJayy, who, like you said, had the boost advantage. It's just rarely committing too early. LionBlaze always forces AyyJayy to make that extra touch on the ball, that extra shot.
Yeah.
Reminded me of a lot of, you know, great players in all kinds of sports who, you know, I feel like to beat the best guys, you always have to do one more play. You always have to make one more shot because they just force you to work that much harder for it.
Yeah, I totally agree. Even right here, like AyyJayy has to mask this going forward. He's trying to bait LionBlaze the whole time. LionBlaze is in a tough spot. He's got 23 boosts, so he's not going to turn on it. His best chance is to wait for AyyJayy to give him the ball. Once AyyJayy waits long enough, that's when he can pick his spot. And it's easy to get past him once you're close enough to the net on that flick. But that flick was perfect.
It was a spot-on flick. I mean, both these guys have always had some of the best flicks in the region, in North America. LionBlaze, since his very first 1v1 show match, this is what he's been known for. But AyyJayy as well, you know, I think he's been featured in flick-only show matches because his flick ability has always been up there with the best. But that's only, you know, the tip of the iceberg when it comes to these guys and what they're capable of offensively. AyyJayy, obviously, bigger iceberg. You know, if we're talking about offense, I think he's got this. LionBlaze with a huge misplay. You talked about this earlier, actually. Just a couple of boost runs that are not happening at good times.
I just think as soon as LionBlaze, when he was approaching that from midfield, he wanted to shoot that ball if he picked up the boost pad in front of the box, but he misses the boost pad, and that's immediately when he should turn away.
That's
pick
the
up
trigger.
The boost on his rotation out.
That's what triggered him, though. Like, I feel like you know, a lot of people will be able to relate to that. When you miss a boost, you're so much more likely to make a bad decision going for another boost because you think, oh, I missed the mid boost. I'm supposed to have 100 boosts right now. Let me just go get this other 100 boosts to make up for that, and I'm scored on, which is, you know, what happened to LionBlaze there. Now he's in a bit of trouble. 1 goal down. He's going to stay calm, as he always does. LionBlaze never wants to rush a possession play, and here comes the bump. AyyJayy doesn't get a touch on the ball, even though he avoided this demo. He was pretty close, though.
Yeah, you give it a near miss. And AyyJayy, he ended up pulling off. I was trying to switch to his cam.
He was bumped.
Yeah, he got chipped.
Just got tapped.
I don't think it mattered.
I think it did, though, because AyyJayy was probably trying to jump, but if he jumped right as that contact came through, then it would have actually cancelled his jump.
I just caught it on the stream again.
He just briefly got tapped there. I didn't even notice first time through, though. That was such a small contact. And LionBlaze gets away from him. Zero boost, though. AyyJayy should be able to retreat.
How can you just sit still in net when that's happening, man? How do you not panic at some point?
LionBlaze doesn't panic in these positions. He is careful to a fault sometimes. Last few seconds of Game 3. What an important Game 3 it is. It will separate the two players. AyyJayy with a 50-50 backs up LionBlaze. The LionBlaze covers well. Both players have been boost starved for quite a while here at the same time. It's a bit of a weird looking 1v1 game where neither player can move. We approach 0 seconds and AyyJay's got this on target. It's going to go in.
Oh no.
AyyJayy wins a ridiculous endgame with a... Oh my goodness, that's a huge read. What a dunk in the back corner.
He must have known that boost was never spawning too. Because he came up so confidently up on that sidewall. He's like, oh yeah, I'm going to challenge this offense. This is going to be a goal. This is easy.
It wouldn't usually be a good challenge at all, but you know, when the clock's at 0 seconds, you're allowed to make riskier plays. It's just more likely that a play that would, or a bounce that would have been a really punishing bounce, actually hits the floor. Ignore that series score on screen, by the way, guys. That's incorrect. I don't know why the mutator setting for series score always gives the wrong score, but that's why I don't usually use it. I think Terry set up this lobby, though. He loves the mutator. He loves the series-led mutator. So, yeah, look at the one at the top of the screen.
It does look good in game when it works.
It would look really cool if it worked, but it doesn't work, though.
Yeah. Well, AyyJayy one day will stay. He's just spamming his camera back and forth. Poor AyyJayy.
Yeah. He's done it again. He's back to game 1 where he just throws himself into the corner and then watches LionBlaze score. He doesn't really want to watch, though. You can see that he's preferring to look the other way.
I want to see him do it again. It's been giving AyyJayy a lot of goals.
It is definitely giving AyyJayy a lot of goals.
In his own net.
Yeah. Well, let's see now if AyyJayy can get back to the aerial game. He's got a perfect setup here. There's the flip. And LionBlaze reads it, although this was pretty straight at him. So maybe just a reaction this time. It was good positioning nonetheless. It's an awkward little back and forth here. But, you know, I think LionBlaze is the one who's more efficient in these plays when they're both using, you know, a little bit of boost to make these touches. It's usually LionBlaze who ends up with more by the end and is able to put that last touch on target.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back. Welcome back, Darby.
Well. Yeah, so I mean, I saw the players running or driving around in circles. I heard you, so I knew everything was okay. But at the same time, I was like, oh man, LionBlaze is doing a really good job managing these things. Oh, nice.
Yes, I've said that would be hilarious. You know, you're disconnected in the lobby, they're just driving in circles. I'm like, man, I'm really loving what LionBlaze doing right here. Phenomenal play.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, is he messing with me right now? Like, this would totally be a moment that he would mess with me. It's like, wait a minute, I don't know.
Yeah, when both players disconnect, I'm really loving LionBlaze in those positions. He's way better at handling it, to be honest. But no, luckily it was just you disconnecting, so we're all good here. And yeah, Twitch, how has the lag been? Has it been laggy this series or not? I know that my internet pre-series was a bit spotty, so tried to give it some time. It's been fine. That's a good thing I waited 5 minutes, I guess. The extra 5-minute countdown actually gave us the buffer to let the internet fix itself. Very lucky. Oh my days. LionBlaze just sends one flying into the net. That's a 73 kilometer hour. It's deceptive though, because it hit the bar on the way in, so we don't know how fast that really was.
Probably just a little bit faster.
Yeah, probably a little bit.
It usually bangs off that crossbar pretty fast, although it looks like it kind of chips like into the top. Doesn't look like it chipped down, so maybe not. We'll never know.
We'll never know unless someone has got the ability to somehow calculate that one out. I saw a pretty cool calculation from Rocket Sledge the other day explaining why a demo didn't happen. Who was it that tweeted out you know, a position they thought was a weird non-demo, and then Rocket Sledge said, well, actually you weren't Supersonic Man. He like had this program to explain perfectly, and then everybody's like, oh, okay, I was ready to get really angry about that. It was Speed, yeah, he's ready to get really upset about the demo that was supposed to happen, and actually it was perfectly fine. I feel like there's a lot of positions like that happen in Rocket League.
Yeah, it wasn't even the only one he had addressed. He made a whole thread.
Yeah.
A bunch of people complaining.
Yeah, people are complaining and swearing about demos that should have happened, and Rock Sledge is like, actually, none of these were demos. It's working as intended. Everybody's like, well, to be honest, he looks like he knows what he's talking about. I think we're just gonna go with what he said. You know, we have had a few positions like that in this game. Sometimes it is just the client side. Like we're watching, obviously. The client predicts where the ball is a lot of the time and where the cars are. Sometimes there will be a slight variance compared to what it is server side. Oh, that's just gorgeous. AyyJayy again landed the reset so late. As soon as LionBlaze commits forward, he just realizes, yep, that is not an air dribble. That is a reset air dribble, and it's over me.
Again, it's just so hard because you're watching LionBlaze's cam as he comes back around, and like it's hard to tell when AyyJayy actually has the option to dodge forward, and so you just kind of at some point you have to guess the closer AyyJayy gets to the net, and that's when it gets harder. So if AyyJayy can keep himself, you know, almost under the ball for as long as possible, the better chance he has of scoring, just because it's that much harder for LionBlaze to read.
Yeah, and his boost efficiency is such an issue for LionBlaze as well. AyyJayy just always has boost left to get that little burst of speed at the end of the air dribble. Lift the ball one more time. Now he's got LionBlaze in trouble. That's a great touch though. That's going to buy LionBlaze some time. How much boost can he grab before the next attack? Enough is the answer. LionBlaze with another great save.
And he gets right on top of that challenge. A great challenge as AyyJayy turned on that grab from the midfield boost, but LionBlaze had to turn off right away. AyyJay's got space. Tried to hit LionBlaze on the far side of the post. It still, well, I thought it would look good there, but LionBlaze taking the boost will probably kill AyyJayy here on the drive. Yeah.
Well, LionBlaze just trying to buy himself some time here to retake control of this game, because it's looking a bit too much like AyyJay's style at the moment, where AyyJay's getting countless offensive opportunities. LionBlaze wants to slow the game down. That's why he's really just trying to let the ball do the work here. Let the clock do the work for him as well. He's going to dribble it all the way back. Let's just let that clock tick down if you're LionBlaze, because you need this game 4, or else you are going to be losing this series. And he might have baited AyyJayy in the corner. I think he has, but AyyJayy on the retreat gets the crazy save. He had to bump LionBlaze away just to get that one.
LionBlaze, if he wants insurance getting down the field again, I mean, one thing he's been able to pick on AyyJayy with is the flicks that have been hitting the backboard, because AyyJay's expecting the shot, and so he tries to cover the net, and then he ends up, you know, in a tough spot trying to recover. If LionBlaze picks on that a little bit more, he might be able to score a little bit more on AyyJayy, or at least force AyyJayy to adapt. Nice cut, but the ball too high.
Out of boost though, or running out of boost, and all he does is pass the ball to AyyJayy. That is on target. AyyJayy with a hard read on where LionBlaze was headed. And he equalizes with 15 seconds left.
The highest reading level you can get in Rocket League there.
He's read the whole library.
Slipped it right into.
And now the kickoff goal would be so typical for AyyJayy as well. They've been so clutch today. Not this time. LionBlaze with the win. He's looking for a bit of space to dribble into. Even a boost steal by LionBlaze. AyyJayy plays it away, but he might get demoed here or bumped. LionBlaze going to try and get this up in the air for 0 seconds. Great close down by AyyJayy. He's going to try and keep it up as well, which is pretty ballsy given the fact that he had 0 boost.
And LionBlaze has to survive another kickoff from AyyJayy. And it looks like he is going to survive for a second, but AyyJayy actually just grabs the ball perfectly.
Uh-oh.
And now here it comes again in the air.
Oh!
LionBlaze got absolutely decimated.
Man. Talk about aerial game mix-up. Aerial's completely different every time that he brings one to the table. AyyJayy has won, and I've got a nice little end of game screen here that I've never seen before. Looks like the game enjoyed that goal so much that it didn't want to leave the scene. We are in the net, right at the scene of the crime. This is where it happened, folks. AyyJayy has advanced to the salt mine.
That's how bad AyyJayy destroyed LionBlaze. He blinked him out of existence.
Okay, I just disconnected from the server. That's a little bit less exciting. I thought we had a brand new bug there, or a brand new like screen that I'd never seen, but actually it's just me disconnecting. So anyway, AyyJayy with a huge win. That's so impressive to come up with something brand new, even at the end of the game where he's of a series where he's been inventing like new shots all the way through in the air. But like I said, with that win, AyyJayy confirms his spot in the Salt Mine 2 main event, and LionBlaze had already confirmed his. But with that win, AyyJay's now not just confirmed qualified, but 3rd seed for the main event. And the way the seeding works is that
wild.
Yeah, it's pretty stacked. First skiller will, since he qualified first, will be playing against the player who qualifies 4th on points. And AyyJayy qualifying 3rd. It's not updated yet on Liquipedia. It will be soon. He's going to be playing against whoever qualifies 2nd on points. So right now that would be either Magic Bear, Sharif, or Wonder Mike. Not figured out the head-to-head there yet. But with one qualifier left to go, I am almost certain that is going to change. AyyJayy, congratulations in the meantime, though, on making it into the main event. I've not yet asked him if he'll be playing the qualifier. What's that?
All I'm going to say for Magic Bear, for Sharif and Wonder Mike, everybody knows the key to success to getting into the main event now, and it's going and getting a perm.
Yeah.
So
actually,
you got to go get it done. Go get it done. You have to post it on Twitter.
Yep.
You have to say you're open to the e-girls. Like, you have to follow the AyyJayy method. That's what we're calling
follow the formula. I mean, we say it kind of like tongue-in-cheek, but you know, it probably is giving him some confidence. You know, if you do things like this, or even like you hear things about like pro players who, you know, start working out or looking after their health in some way, and then suddenly they're just seeing success in game. These things are all related, so I wouldn't be surprised if there was actually some kind of correlation there. AyyJayy looking brand new today in game and out of game, and yeah, he's qualified to the Salt Mine 2 as the 3rd seed champion. The 3rd qualifier, per LionBlaze, losing 2 finals, same as apparently Jack in Europe as well. Ignore that series score on screen, by the way, guys. That's incorrect. I don't know why the mutator setting for series score always gives the wrong score, but that's why I don't usually use it. I think Terry set up this lobby though. He loves the mutator. He loves the series length mutator. So. Yeah, look at the one at the top of the screen. It
in game when it works.
It would look really cool if it worked, but it doesn't work though.
Yeah. Well, AyyJayy one day will stay. He's just spamming his camera back and forth. Poor AyyJayy.
Yeah, he's done it again. He's back to game 1 where he just throws himself into the corner and then watches LionBlaze score. He doesn't really want to watch though. You can see that he's preferring to look the other way.
I want to see him do it again. It's been giving AyyJayy a lot of goals.
It is definitely giving AyyJayy a lot of goals when
in his own net.
Yeah. Let's see now if AyyJayy can get back to the aerial game. He's got a perfect setup here. There's the flip. And LionBlaze reads it, although this was pretty straight at him, so maybe just a reaction this time. It was good positioning nonetheless. It's an awkward little back and forth here, but you know, I think LionBlaze is the one who's more efficient in these plays when they're both using, you know, a little bit of boost to make these touches. It's usually LionBlaze who ends up with more by the end and is able to put that last touch on target.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back. Welcome back, Charlie.
Hello. Yeah, so I mean, I saw the players running or driving around in circles. I heard you, so I knew everything was okay. But at the same time, I was like, oh man, LionBlaze is doing a really good job managing these things.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Yes, I've said that'd be hilarious. You know, you're disconnected in the lobby, they're just driving in circles. I'm like, man, I'm really loving what LionBlaze is doing right here. Phenomenal play.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, is he messing with me right now? Like, this would totally be a moment that he would mess with me. It's like, wait a minute, I don't know.
Yeah, when both players disconnect, I'm really loving LionBlaze in those positions. He's way better at handling it, to be honest. But no, luckily it was just you disconnecting, so we're all good here. And yeah, Twitch, how's the lag been? Has it been laggy this series or not? I know that my internet pre-series was a bit spotty, so tried to give it some time. It's been fine. That's good thing I waited 5 minutes, I guess. The extra 5-minute countdown actually gave us the buffer to let the internet fix itself. Very lucky. Oh my days. LionBlaze just sends one flying into the net. That's a 73 kilometer hour. It's deceptive though, because it hit the bar on the way in, so we don't know how fast that really was.
Probably just a little bit faster.
Yeah, probably a little bit.
It usually bangs off that crossbar pretty fast, although it looks like it kind of chips like into the top. Doesn't look like it chipped down, so maybe not. We'll never know.
We'll never know unless someone has got the ability to somehow calculate that one out. I saw a pretty cool calculation from Rocket Sledge the other day explaining why a demo didn't happen. Who was it that tweeted out you know, a position they thought was a weird non-demo, and then Rocket Sledge said, well, actually, you weren't supersonic, man. He like had this program to explain perfectly, and then everybody's like, oh, okay, I was ready to get really angry about that. It was speed, yeah, he's ready to get really upset about the demo that was supposed to happen, and actually it was perfectly fine. I feel like there's a lot of positions like that happen in Rocket League.
Yeah, it wasn't even the only one he had addressed. He made a whole thread.
Yeah.
A bunch of people complaining.
Yeah, people complaining on Twitter about demos that should have happened, and Rock Sledge is like, actually, none of these were demos. It's working as intended. Everybody's like, well, to be honest, he looks like he knows what he's talking about. I think we're just gonna go with what he said. You know, we have had a few positions like that in this game. Sometimes it is just the client side. Like we're watching, obviously. The client predicts where the ball is a lot of the time and where the cars are. Sometimes there will be a slight variance compared to what it is server side. Oh, that's just gorgeous. AyyJayy again landed the reset so late. As soon as LionBlaze commits forward, He just realizes, yep, that is not an air dribble. That is a reset air dribble, and it's over me.
Again, it's just so hard because you're watching LionBlaze's cam as he comes back around, and like it's hard to tell when AyyJayy actually has the option to dodge forward, and so you just kind of at some point you have to guess the closer AyyJayy gets to the net, and that's when it gets harder. So if AyyJayy can keep himself, you know, almost under the ball for as long as possible, the better chance he has of scoring, just because it's that much harder for LionBlaze to read.
Yeah, and his boost efficiency is such an issue for LionBlaze as well. AyyJayy just always has boost left to get that little burst of speed at the end of the air dribble. Lift the ball one more time. And now he's got LionBlaze in trouble. That's a great touch though. That's going to buy LionBlaze some time. And how much boost can he grab before the next attack? Enough is the answer. LionBlaze with another great save.
And he gets right on top of that challenge. A great challenge as AyyJayy turned on that grab from the midfield boost, but LionBlaze had to turn off right away. AyyJay's got space. Tried to hit LionBlaze on the far side of the post. It still, well, I thought it would look good there, but LionBlaze taking the boost will probably kill AyyJayy here on the drive. Yeah.
Well, LionBlaze just trying to buy himself some time here to retake control of this game, because it's looking a bit too much like AyyJay's style at the moment, where AyyJay's getting countless offensive opportunities. LionBlaze wants to slow the game down. That's why he's really just trying to let the ball do the work here. Let the clock do the work for him as well. He's going to dribble it all the way back. Let's just let that clock tick down if you're LionBlaze, because you need this game 4, or else you are going to be losing this series. And he might have baited AyyJayy into the corner. I think he has, but AyyJayy on the retreat gets the crazy save. He had to bump LionBlaze away just to get that one.
LionBlaze, if he wants insurance getting down the field again, I mean, one thing he's been able to pick on AyyJayy with is the flicks that have been hitting the backboard, because AyyJay's expecting the shot, and so he tries to cover the net, and then he ends up, you know, in a tough spot trying to recover. If LionBlaze picks on that a little bit more, he might be able to score a little bit more on AyyJayy, or at least force AyyJayy to adapt. Nice cut, but the ball too high.
Out of boost though, or running out of boost, and all he does is pass the ball to AyyJayy. That is on target. AyyJayy with a hard read on where LionBlaze was headed. And he equalizes with 15 seconds left.
The highest reading level you can get in Rocket League there.
He's read the whole library.
Slipped it right into.
And now the kickoff goal would be so typical for AyyJayy as well. They've been so clutch today. Not this time. LionBlaze with the win. He's looking for a bit of space to dribble into. Even a boost steal by LionBlaze. AyyJayy plays it away, but he might get demoed here or bumped. LionBlaze going to try and get this up in the air for 0 seconds. Great close down by AyyJayy. He's going to try and keep it up as well, which is pretty ballsy given the fact that he had 0 boost.
And LionBlaze has to survive another kickoff from AyyJayy. And it looks like he is going to survive for a second, but AyyJayy actually just grabs the ball perfectly. And now here it comes again in the air. LionBlaze got absolutely decimated.
Man. Talk about aerial game mix-up. Aerial's completely different every time that he brings one to the table. AyyJayy has won, and I've got a nice little end of game screen here that I've never seen before. Looks like the game enjoyed that goal so much that it didn't want to leave the scene. We are in the net, right at the scene of the crime. This is where it happened, folks. AyyJayy has advanced to the salt mine.
That's how bad AyyJayy destroyed LionBlaze. He blinked him out of existence.
Okay, I just disconnected from the server. That's a little bit less exciting. I thought we had a brand new bug there, or a brand new like screen that I'd never seen, but actually it's just me disconnecting. So anyway, AyyJayy with a huge win. That's so impressive to, you know, come up with something brand new, even at the end of the game, where he's of a series where he's been inventing like new shots all the way through in the air. But like I said, with that win, AyyJayy confirms his spot in the Salt Mine 2 main event, and LionBlaze had already confirmed his.